All right, so this #1 featherweight contender is no stranger to this setting. Tonight, though, he believes he's just a much better version of himself and finally has the goods and the chops to actually be a world champion.
Sometimes you get there, John, and you're just not ready. It's not easy to become the best in the world. The first time this man got here, he was a great fighter. He was good, but he just wasn't ready to be the best in the world. He said that the moment he got back home, he went to work to improve. He feels like all the improvements were made. And tonight, he is the best featherweight the UFC has.
And it does seem as though we have taken two-way action on this fight, but a lot of people believe in the challenger. And I'm not just talking about his coaches. We'll see how it goes tonight. Well, relative to his profile, Movsar Evloev may be the best fighter in the world that you've never heard of. Thankfully, you're playing with him here tonight. This is one of the best featherweights, if not pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And if I was to have to compete in an MMA round, this is the last guy I would want to be in there with. Absolutely suffocating, one of the best cardiovascular bases in the game. Outstanding grappling and wrestling, the emerging striking as well. And even when he was tested against Diego Lopez at UFC 288, Evloev still was able to rise to the occasion. Outstanding submission defense, heart, championship medal. DC, I could go on, but the fight's almost upon us. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Raphael Assuncao. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Movsar Evloev.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. Dateline, Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the fight capital of the world with respect to anywhere else you want to go. If I'm a fighter, if I'm an athlete in combat sports, this is where I want to go.
You want to fight in Vegas, and now this beautiful T-Mobile Arena is the backdrop for tonight's great UFC event.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Evloev's in half guard.
There it is. Now he's going to mount. Oh, he's got to be careful there. Yep.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop the fight.
Got to defend. But you can see him now starting. Oh! Watch armbar here. What a tight armbar. The armbar is almost locked in. He's got to be very patient if he wants to get a finish and not lose his position.
Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Evloev's able to make a nice transition there back into side control. Lands with the ground and pound. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Assuncao getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard. Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Ooh, that looks pretty tight. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Under a minute to go in our opening round.
That was a nice transition. That was right off the strike into the takedown, and it looked effortless. It did not look like he had to work hard to finish his takedown at all.
Evloev's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount. Now he's got good body position, yo.
Lands a big elbow there.
Oh, go triangle again. It looks like he's trying to...
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in the submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
All right, round two. That's a really strong leg kick there. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he was trying to chase down that kick.
Big right hand there. All right, so we didn't see any takedown attempts from the BJJ player in round one, and as yet, he still hasn't attempted to take this fight to the ground.
Very surprising approach by this guy. He's so good on the ground. I would have expected him to try to get it to the ground earlier in the fight. But as we go on, it starts... He's going guillotine!
Oh, look at this. Jumps over in the side mount to try to counter the guillotine.
How in the world did he escape that submission?
All right, side control now. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively. Beautiful transition.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Assuncao.
Oh, right into mount. Another strike gets through from the top position. He's got to be careful here. Nice shot there by the champ.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the best ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Evloev. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup. Oh, that's very deep now.
Oh, now he bails on the submission.
Right to the knee on belly. Gains great posture and starts raining down punches. If his opponent does not move, this fight is going to be stopped.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Nice. Nicely done. Strong work with the inside leg kick. A lot of clinch work here. Assuncao's forehead is bleeding now. Cut just opened up. Round three next. Heading back to the corner now after that round. Assuncao's got a nasty cut above the eye. The cut man has some work to do here between rounds.
That's because he's out striking you, okay? So I need you to get in there.
All right, let us now take a look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. He appeared to open up a significant cut on his opponent's forehead with one of those strikes.
A lot of blood comes from the cut on the forehead. He did exactly what he needed to do to land a strike that would open up a cut on the forehead. Now that he's got the target, he has got to continue to go there. He's got to continue to land in that spot to try to get his opponent out of there.
Of course, his corner imploring him to be more sound defensively. The cut man appeared to do a pretty good job. Let's see how this goes. Oh, what a head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with this head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood in the water, you gotta go and get it. Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, he's out. Nice positional control here. Oh, huge elbow.
He cut him. So many ground strikes landed that eventually he got him cut. Arms in deep. All he's got to do now is get his hips into the back of the elbow to get the finish.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm, was able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Assuncao.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
North-south position. Oh, good defense, yes. Changing the position.
Under 2 minutes now to go in our third round. I know you've got a huge appreciation for this.
Oh, I mean, this is high-level grappling by both of these guys.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Assuncao. All right, feet on the hips here.
Great submission defense.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Evloev's right back to the full mount here. 10 seconds now to go in the round. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Listen, you are winning this fight. I need you to stay doing what you're doing. All right? He's very open to body shots right now. I want you to go out there and I want you to keep.
All right, so an entertaining 5 minutes. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and I'd imagine a lot of these replays are going to be rooted in that kicking game that was on full display.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of different techniques, but the kicking was the key to him getting ahead in this fight. He's out ahead now. He needs to stay the course and continue to do that as the fight goes on.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here is round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Take the initiative. Let's do this.
Establishing the jab here.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. Big right hand. Beautiful jab there by the champ. Oh, guillotine here.
Oh, that gilly is tight.
Great submission attempt on display by the opponent.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Evloev's right back to the full mount. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
Massive shot from the top.
These ground strikes are starting to add up. Big shots landed by him now. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Assuncao. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. What a round it was for him, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Oh, the roundhouse kick lands.
He does everything so well. And he's... There you go. There you go.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all
big shots here. Assuncao's in half guard. Continuing to work out of the half guard. Oh, he's setting up for a submission now.
Dude's trying to finish the fight.
Oh, that's tight. Oh, he's got a strong grip on that arm.
He's starting to extend the elbow.
Wow, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up. Nice strike lands from the bottom fight.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Assuncao. Another ground and pound strike lands. Evloev's in half guard now. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
90 seconds now to go in this one.
Got to be very careful there.
Bob's fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him. So he...
All hard as he gets back to his feet. Late in this final round, we'll see if he can rally.
Let's see if he can rally. It's going to be difficult, but hey, he's got a chance, and that's all you can ask for. Gets in close and gets that single collar tie locked in tight.
20 seconds to go in the fight.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine. Good job by the champ there. Starting back up.
Oh, what a finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Scorecards for decision. All three judges score the contest 50-44. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Movsar Evloev.
All right, so they go the full 25 minutes, but in the end, the champion goes out the way he came in. Still the hunted at 145 pounds. Congratulations to